Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE WrestleMania is just a handful of weeks away. This year's big event will be taking place live on Saturday, April 19th and Sunday, April 20th, live from the Las Vegas area in Nevada. There are a number of major matches planned for the show. Cody Rhodes and John Cena will go toe-to-toe, as will Jey Uso and Gunther. Additionally, Bianca Belair will challenge Io Sky and Charlotte Flair will take on Tiffany Stratton. Perhaps the most intriguing bout on the card is a triple threat match. Roman Reigns will take on Seth Rollins and CM Punk in one of the more star-studded bouts in the history of WrestleMania. It is extremely intriguing, especially knowing the participants' deep history with each other. With that being said, this will be the first WrestleMania in a long time where Roman doesn't necessarily have bloodline members to watch his back. With that being said, the OTC is crafty and could bring other family members to the show of shows to watch his back. This includes a legend and unsigned star, and someone part of the bloodline despite not technically being blood. Below are 4 family members Roman Reigns could bring in at WWE WrestleMania 41. Silla Fatu is a member of the Anoa'i family who currently competes on the Indies. While not signed with WWE yet, he is somebody many fans expect to be picked up eventually. He has worked for promotions such as Reality of Wrestling, and GCW. Fatu is notable for being the son of a WWE legend. His father is the late great Umaga, also known as Jamal from 3 Minute Warning. Zilla hopes to live up to the legacy of his legendary dad, who once was involved in a major match at WrestleMania, also including Bobby Lashley and featuring Vince McMahon and Donald Trump. While Zilla isn't technically signed, Roman could get him hired and Fatu could debut at the show of shows. If he hits a pop-up Simone spike to either Punk or Rollins, it should be enough to get Roman a win. Lance Anoa'i is another member of the Simone family. He has been wrestling on the independent circuit for many years, but signed with WWE in 2024. His signing came as a surprise, as he hadn't been picked up after many years. Despite being signed, he is yet to debut on NXT. Lance had an injury of some kind almost immediately, which delayed any progress. Now, supposing he's healthy in time for WrestleMania, he could bypass the developmental brand altogether. At WWE WrestleMania, Lance could rush the ring and cause a distraction. While he likely can't take Seth Rollins or CM Punk on his own, Roman could capitalize on the distraction and nail either man with a brutal spear for the win. Hikuleo is an entry that, in some ways, is cheating. He technically isn't part of the Anoa'i family. Despite that, the hulking star is part of the bloodline thanks to the inclusion of his own family. He is the younger, but much larger brother of WWE's Tama Tonga and Tom DeLow. The 2 Tongans have been taken in as family members, similar to the pact with the Rock's lineage and the Anoa'i family. If WWE counts them as family, so will we. As a result, the giant and hulking Hikuleo could debut at WrestleMania. Much like Lance, he is already signed anyway, so it would make sense for him to help Roman out. Plus, the drama of Tama and Tonga seeing their brother with Reigns could be quite interesting. Rikishi is a legend in pro wrestling. He had quite the career wrestling for numerous major companies including the NWA, WBE, and even TNA Wrestling, albeit briefly. He is a former Intercontinental Champion. While Rikishi has long been retired from the ring, he keeps a close eye on everything his bloodline is doing. The Usos and Solo Sikoa aren't his sons. Meanwhile, the WWE star Roman Reigns is his nephew. While it is highly unlikely that the Hall of Famer will get involved physically at WrestleMania, he could cause a distraction. That alone could be enough to help Roman Reigns pick up a big win in what might be the main event of the Showcase of the Immortals. At WWE WrestleMania 41, the world of professional wrestling is expected to be filled with drama, action, and an electric atmosphere. One of the most talked about possibilities for the event involves the inclusion of Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and reigning Universal Champion, alongside his family members. The Anoa'i family has long been known for its legacy in the wrestling world, and Roman's current reign as the dominant figure in WWE has brought much attention to his family's contributions to the sport. But the question arises, who could Roman Reigns bring with him to WrestleMania 41 to further solidify the bloodline and make his family's presence known in the most spectacular way possible? Roman Reigns has consistently built his character around the idea of family and legacy, incorporating the NOI family's strong influence into his storyline. WrestleMania 41 could be the perfect platform for him to bring in new family members or reunite with those from his past, to create a dynamic that would have fans talking for years. Below, we explore 4 family members Roman Reigns could bring with him to WWE WrestleMania 41 to make it a truly unforgettable event. 1. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. The Rock, or Dwayne Johnson, is one of the most iconic and successful figures in both the wrestling and entertainment industries. His connection to Roman Reigns runs deep, as both are part of the NOI family, and their legacy in the world of professional wrestling is intertwined. Bringing The Rock into the mix at WrestleMania 41 would not only be a monumental moment for WWE, but also a moment of tremendous symbolism for the NOI family. The idea of The Rock joining Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 has been teased for years, and there have even been rumors about a potential match between the two at some point. At the core of this potential storyline is the familial tension between Roman and The Rock. Roman has positioned himself as the tribal chief, a title that would be at odds with the legacy of The Rock, a man who is not only a former WWE champion, but also a figurehead in the wrestling community. The Rock's potential appearance at WrestleMania 41 could open the door for a clash of egos, where Roman Reigns would be challenged by the idea that The Rock, despite being part of the same family, may feel that he is the rightful tribal chief. This dynamic could unfold in a few ways. Perhaps The Rock, initially appearing as a symbol of Roman's heritage, finds himself at odds with Roman's claim to leadership. This could result in a one-on-one match between the two at WrestleMania 41, where Roman would need to prove that he truly is the dominant figure in the family. The stakes of this battle would go beyond the championship. It would represent the passing of the torch, the assertion of leadership, and the continuation of the NOI family legacy. The storyline could also involve Roman's struggle to maintain his position as the head of the table, with The Rock acting as a catalyst to challenge Roman's authority. The family conflict, mixed with The Rock's charismatic presence and Roman's intense persona, would make for an emotional and hard-hitting match that could potentially define WrestleMania 41. 2. Jimmy and Jey Uso, the Usos. The Usos, Jimmy and Jey Uso, have played an essential role in Roman Reigns' rise to dominance as the tribal chief. The brothers are not only Roman's cousins but have also become integral parts of his faction, the Bloodline. Their bond is one of the strongest in WWE, and their loyalty to Roman Reigns has been a key narrative thread in his reign. However, as the story of the Bloodline has progressed, it has also been filled with twists and turns, including moments of betrayal, uncertainty, and complex emotional stakes. At WrestleMania 41, the Usos could have a prominent role in Roman's storyline, especially after the complicated dynamics they've experienced in recent years. The Usos have had their fair share of battles with Roman Reigns, with Jey Uso being the first to challenge Roman's authority, and Jimmy Uso more recently stepping into the fray. While the brothers have ultimately backed Roman, there could be a growing tension, making their participation at WrestleMania 41 even more intriguing. Roman could bring the Usos to WrestleMania 41 as part of the Bloodline to help solidify his grip on the company and to remind everyone of the strength of their family unit. However, there's always a possibility of dissent. Could the brothers finally break free from Roman's shadow and attempt to take control of their own destinies? A potential triple threat match between Roman, Jimmy, and Jey Uso could be a show-stealer at WrestleMania 41, as it would not only feature some of the most talented wrestlers in the business, but also delve deep into the family drama that has been so captivating over the years. Alternatively, the Usos could be involved in a tag team match, defending their titles alongside Roman or helping him in his match against an adversary. Their involvement would give the event an emotional core, as their family bond is one of the strongest in WWE. A tag team match or a multi-person match would be a fantastic showcase for the Usos' incredible in-ring chemistry, while allowing Roman to maintain his dominant position as the head of the family. 3. Tamina Snuka. Tamina Snuka is another family member from the NOI bloodline who could play a pivotal role at WrestleMania 41. While her involvement in recent WWE storylines has been relatively low-key, she has always been a respected figure within the company, known for her toughness and no-nonsense attitude. As the daughter of the legendary Jimmy Snuka, Tamina's inclusion in the Bloodline storyline would be a major addition and provide a fresh dynamic. Tamina could be the one who unites the women of the Bloodline, offering Roman Reigns support from a different angle. Her addition to the family faction would not only elevate her status, but also reinforce the idea of the NOI family's influence over WWE. While Roman Reigns has been the leader of the Bloodline, there's a distinct possibility that WWE could lean into a storyline where Tamina, as a fierce and experienced wrestler, could help Roman dominate not just in the men's division but in the women's as well. Tamina could be involved in a mixed tag team match alongside Roman or the Usos, adding an extra layer of intrigue and unpredictability. Her powerhouse style and fearsome reputation would make her an invaluable asset to Roman's already formidable team. Moreover, it would give the WWE Universe a chance to see a different side of the NOI family and their legacy in action. Tamina's involvement could also lead to her competing for a championship, perhaps even challenging for a title at WrestleMania 41. In terms of storytelling, Tamina's character could serve as a wild card, someone who might push the boundaries of the family loyalty narrative. Does she truly stand with Roman, or could she potentially seek her own path to glory? The tension between these family members could be a compelling part of the storyline, and it could also serve to elevate Tamina to a higher level of prominence in WWE. 4. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans. Afa and Sika, known collectively as the Wild Samoans, are legends in the world of professional wrestling and an essential part of the NOI family's wrestling legacy. The Wild Samoans were pivotal figures in WWE's history, and their inclusion in a potential storyline with Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 would provide a deep connection to the roots of the family's wrestling dominance. While Afa and Sika are no longer actively wrestling, their presence at WrestleMania 41 would serve as a symbolic representation of the family's heritage. These two legends could appear in a managerial or advisory role, lending their wisdom and experience to Roman Reigns as he defends his title or leads the Bloodline into battle. Having them in Roman's corner would add immense gravitas to his character and storyline. Afa and Sika could play a major role in helping Roman during his match, perhaps providing advice or even physically intervening if necessary. Their involvement could tie into a larger storyline about Roman's connection to his ancestors and his duty to honor the legacy they left behind. It could also provide a moment of nostalgia for longtime WWE fans who remember the Wild Samoans as one of the greatest tag teams in history. Incorporating Afa and Sika into Roman's storyline would bridge the past with the present, making WrestleMania 41 a celebration not just of Roman's reign, but of the entire NOI family's contributions to WWE. Their involvement would be a fitting tribute to the legacy that has shaped Roman Reigns' journey to the top of the wrestling world. Conclusion: WrestleMania 41 is shaping up to be a historic event, and Roman Reigns' connection to his family will undoubtedly play a central role. Whether he brings The Rock to challenge his reign, unites with the Usos to defend the family's honor, enlists Tamina for a new chapter in the Bloodline, or calls upon Afa and Sika to honor his heritage, Roman's family involvement will be an integral part of the storylines heading into the grandest stage of them all. These family dynamics could add a layer of emotional depth, showcasing not only Roman's dominance in WWE, but also his commitment to his family and their shared legacy. WrestleMania 41 promises to be a spectacle, and with these four family members involved, it could become one of the most memorable and impactful events in wrestling history. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.